Let's go with the YouTube DZ. The most painful gym deaths ever. Let's get right in this vid.
The barbell incident. It was the early hours of a Tuesday morning in St. Charles, Missouri.
Toronto? Oh.
The gym was entirely silent,
I'm not
and it was the
smart.
kind of silent that only came when the world outside was asleep.
Oh, I love these
At
animations.
around 2:50 a.m., a young 23-year-old woman would be the only one in the gym,
No.
finishing what should have been just another workout.
No.
She was a paramedic, the kind of
Oh.
person used to helping people, saving lives, and bringing the injured to safety. The woman would
Good
step
dude.
into a Smith machine and rack weight onto its barbell, and then she began squatting it. The only
Squat,
issue
dolo.
was that the weight was too much for her. In the middle of her set, she began struggling. She tried
Smith
hard
machine.
to re-rack the weight, but no matter how hard she pushed,
It's
the
Smith
bar
machine.
wouldn't go up. Then, in an instant, her legs gave out.
Are you fucking dead ass? They have multiple re-racks.
She lost balance and the heavy bar dropped with no spotter to catch it. The machine pinned her down, trapping her beneath the crushing weight. And unfortunately, since she was the only one in the gym, nobody was around to hear or see her struggle. For nearly half an hour, she laid pinned and crushed under the pressure of the weight before another gym member finally walked in and found her. But by then, it was already too late. The member tried to help and called 911, but by the time paramedics arrived, they couldn't do anything for her. Her co-workers at the Christian hospital remembered her as vibrant, full of energy, and
Yo,
always
I'm
lighting
not-
up the room with her smile.
Oh my god.
But that promise, that brightness, was extinguished in a freak accident that lasted
It's
only
bro,
seconds.
Smith machine. I swear you could rap. Oh my gosh. Rest in peace, man. I don't feel like that should have
Replacement for
happened,
health and
bro.
strength. Danger can hide
That shouldn't
in
have
plain sight.
happened, man. Smith
If you're
machine.
lifting heavy weights, always remember to bring a partner. There's been a number of times where I've gotten trapped underneath weight without a spotter,
Been there.
but I was fortunate enough to have friendly passerbys help me out. So even if you don't have a partner to work out with, try to work out when the gym is active and has other people in it. May this woman's soul rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
The
man.
leg press incident.
They didn't even leak
8
who it
years
is.
ago, in Vadodara, India, a middle-aged man walked inside of a gym for what should have been a normal workout.
Okay.
He moved from one exercise to another until he finally settled in front of the leg press machine, a piece of equipment built to test
It
and
broke.
improve raw lower body
It
strength.
had to have broken.
The man began racking weight onto the machine until it was fully loaded with plates stacked heavy on
Fully
both
loaded.
sides.
You're moving like me, twin.
Ahmad climbed in, positioned his back against the pad, and began pressing. At first, everything seemed fine. Surprisingly, as his legs pushed the machine,
Holy.
the estimated 1,000 to 1,400 pounds he was leg pressing actually moved. But then came the moment of truth, re-racking the load. He tried to lock the machine and began struggling. In an instant, his legs buckled. The massive weight came crashing down.
I'm out, bro. I'm out. It caps. It can't go that far towards you, bro. You might be in an uncomfortable stretch, but how?
Snapping his left leg backwards with a
I got a fond memory.
sickening crack. The gym
Or-
floor filled with screams as people rushed toward the mangled machine.
Fond
The
imagination.
horror of the injury plain for everyone to see. But, by some miracle, the man survived.
Holy shit. I
Nonetheless-
mean, it can't fully squish him, but damn it, man.
The leg press still had done its damage. It had left him with a horrible, gruesome injury, and a lesson that would haunt him forever. Don't ego lift. It's not worth your legs.
Bro, he wasn't even ego lifting.
Shaking
The nigga was repping that shit. What are you
It was
talking
the
about?
end of New Year's Eve.
He just
in
maxed
Wales.
out.
An aspiring musician and fitness enthusiast had completed his day and decided to finish the night off by preparing a protein shake. to
Yo, he's
drink.
bougie.
As you could guess, this was something he had done countless times before, but this time he would try something new.
Did you
Because
put-
after
did you
all,
put something
it was New
crazy?
Year's. His friend recommended that he add a specific powder into his shake, and excited to test it out, the man put a teaspoon of the powder into his drink, blended it, and began drinking it.
Oh,
and then
okay. What's the powder,
nothing
bro?
happened. The drink was just a little bitter, and so he sent a text message to his friend complaining about its taste, but other than that, he was fine. Then the man went to sleep to end his night.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he wouldn't live to see the next morning.
Why?
You see, the powder the man put in his protein shake was just caffeine. But it wasn't the regulated kind that you'd find in your Starbucks coffee. It was pure, raw caffeine.
Pure raw caffeine?
He only put just a teaspoon of it into his drink, which doesn't necessarily sound that bad. That is, until you realize that one of those teaspoons was equivalent to 70 cans of Red Bull, and he
What the fuck?
just gulped it down in one sitting. The man shot up awake in a cold sweat. Almost immediately, his body began revolting. His heart
Yo,
was
his
pounding
heart-
violently, his vision became blurry, and his chest began constricting as if an anaconda was wrapped around him. He
Holy.
raced to the bathroom and began vomiting. His system had been overloaded with a stimulant so powerful that there was essentially nothing that could be done to stop it.
Holy.
Within seconds, he collapsed to the ground, hit
Wait, his liver didn't like filter. I mean, yeah, it was only oh my god, it was only a fucking. It was probably already in his bloodstream, man. Holy shit.
hitting his head on the floor and going into cardiac arrest. Later on in the morning, his parents would find him cold on the floor and fall into a panic. They called 911 and paramedics rushed to his home, but there was nothing they could do. The cause of the tragedy was later revealed to be the simplicity of one mistake. The scoop he used to measure the caffeine powder was actually meant for protein, not for a fine, potent stimulant. This incident sparked up a huge controversy
What does
over
it
the
mean,
ethics
though?
of making something this dangerous
Yeah.
as accessible as
Like,
it was.
what the heck?
Many argued that powders like these shouldn't be sold on
And
shelves.
that means, bro, the cup that came with it was like, he probably used the cup that came in the thing, bro. That's honestly like whoever made it's fault, bro. What the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna lie.
If such a tiny mistake
He's
could come
probably
with
not
such
the
a
only
costly
one.
consequence.
Yeah,
The death grip
that's
incident.
crazy.
The death grip is a risky form
That's
of
some shit I
holding
would
a
do.
barbell. When you pick
Like-
up the weight for bench press, instead of wrapping your thumb around the bar and securing it in place, some gym goers remove their thumbs and place them to the side.
Oh yeah.
People say that this way of bench pressing helps them focus on pushing the weight more.
Cap.
Others claim that it makes their triceps activate. Nonetheless,
That might be
it's
facts.
a stylistic way of benching that is extremely dangerous. And on a Monday, at a gym in Ankeny, Iowa, a 22-year-old student at Iowa State University would find this out the hard way. The weights clanged, the music thumped, and lifters pushed themselves
Yo, they
through the
probably
grind.
squashed his.
For this young man, the bench press was just another part of his normal routine. It was something that he had done countless times before.
Damn.
That day, he made sure to fully load the bar to 315 pounds in an
Yo,
attempt to beat
this
his
nigga's
PR
a
max.
bod man.
With the plates 3 on each side, this was the kind of weight that demands respect.
PR
The man
Radola?
laid back and gripped the bar. But in order to really focus on doing his absolute best in this bench press, he switched his normal grip to a death grip, then unracked it. He took a deep breath, and for a moment, everything seemed normal. But before he could even attempt to bench the weight, in an instant, his grip gave way. The barbell slipped from his hands. The full 315 pounds came crashing down across his jaw,
I
neck,
peeped
and
that.
chest with unstoppable force. The sound echoed through the gym as lifters rushed toward him. Massive internal injuries were already done. His spotter and bystanders fought to pull the bar off, but the damage was irreversible. The man was rushed to the hospital, but despite everything doctors
He
tried,
passed?
he passed away from his injuries. His coach later said, "He was lifting weights, something I did with him 1,000 times." But that's the cruel truth of the bench press. It doesn't take recklessness, only a second of misfortune.
But I
I hit the
mean,
gym frequently, and I won't lie. I usually find myself using a death grip whenever I'm doing bench press.
really?
But the truth is,
You guys
no
do
lift
that?
is worth your life. Always use a safe grip.
Yeah.
Have a spotter.
Yo, you
and
guys
never
actually
gamble with
do that
300
though?
pounds
It
of
doesn't
steel.
even. How do you
The
even?
gym should build you up, not bury you. May this man's soul
It doesn't
rest
make
in
sense
peace.
to me, man. Alright,
The dumbbell
that guy, bro. Fuck, it gets worse. I
It
don't
was a
know.
late evening inside a small gym in Medapally,
dumbbell?
Telangana. The clients had finished their training, the weights were racked, and the silence was broken only by the clink of iron as a 34-year-old trainer and owner cleaned up his facility. But then, out of nowhere, the calm was shattered. 3 men walked into the facility,
Oh,
and for
fuck.
some odd reason, an argument broke about between the two parties.
Yo, in the
As the feud
gym.
reached a boiling point, without warning, one of the men grabbed a heavy dumbbell and drove it into his face, instantly obliterating the man's. The men began smashing the trainer's body with dumbbells.
What did you do to make them that mad? What could you have said? These guys, no, they're horrible people.
Striking his chest again and again, with each blow being more devastating than the last. The trainer's body was left on the ground,
Oh
and the
my
place that he had once
gosh,
built to help
bro.
people improve their bodies and strength
Jackasses, bro.
now became his final battleground.
That's
The
so
assailants
sad.
fled immediately after, but luckily
Caught
they
him.
were caught by the gym security
Yes.
as they disappeared into the night. The man was rushed to a nearby hospital, but the injuries were too severe.
That's fucked
Doctors fought to save him, but he succumbed during treatment. Investigators believe the motive may have been personal, a suspected love affair, or twisted grudge. Something
had to
definitely
be.
not worth a human life.
Oh my.
The tanning incident.
It.
On a quiet Friday evening,
Another
a
one?
39-year-old Indianapolis man walked into a Planet Fitness on Hardigan Street. He checked in, went about his routine, and got ready to leave after finishing everything he needed to finish. But before he left, he decided to make a quick stop in the gym's tanning bed to give his skin a nice finish. It was quick. The man hopped into the tanning bed and was blasted by tanning lights for 10 minutes, left the gym, went back home, and slept happily ever after. Except that's not what happened. You see, the man's car was left parked in the gym's lot. It never left. And his family became extremely worried when he didn't return.
Did he get
home for
locked in the tanning
One
bed?
day turned into 3 days. And before you knew it, the
No
truth
one
finally
else went to
came out.
tan?
The man struggled with an addiction that I can't mention on YouTube. It's speculated that the man had consumed some of the substance before slipping into the tanning bed. And while the machine tanned his skin, he quickly realized that he had consumed too much of the illegal substance. He began convulsing while trying to escape the tanning bed, but it would be to no avail. For 3 whole days, the man would remain stuck inside with his body trapping the energy from the device's UV lights, causing him to become disfigured. Finally, a staff member of the Planet Fitness discovered his body locked inside of the tanning bed. He had been there since Friday, alone, silent, and hidden in plain sight. Authorities were immediately called when they found him. And by the time police and investigators pieced it together, questions were everywhere. Why did it take so long for someone to find him? Why did no alarms go off? And was it really just the substance he consumed that caused him to become stuck in the
Couldn't
tanning
have been,
bed?
bro.
His mother later confirmed he had been struggling with an addiction.
3
but
days?
she still remembered him as the kindest person with the softest heart.
Oh,
The
man.
gym is where you shape yourself into the best version of who you can be. It's a place that builds not only strength, but also health.
Is he gonna do
and
the
happiness.
puppy shit again, please?
None of that matters without safety. Safety.
Oh, this shit
always
makes me so
comes
sad
first.
every time, bro.
Train with a spotter when you can. Pay attention to your muscles and joints if they warn you to slow down, and never load more weight than
Please,
you're truly
please
ready to
do
handle.
puppies.
With that being said, have a happy day.
Ah, cute cat. Finnick. Thanks, man. He's a good dude. Wait, no, just a little bit longer. Sorry. Thanks, man. It's a cute cat. Well, I feel better, guys. Have a good